About time, you bum. And I'm wearing green. We good. I'm wearing green though. I'm letting you know. Neon green. You're gonna get dirty though. Man, it's been a long time since I heard from you.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of
Your kids still doing all that soccer?
At the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
That's never been my style, playboy. I take my L's. Yeah, a lot of new dudes.
Ready. Black Ultra. Quad Red.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow, lining, blue check.
Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Red, yellow, check pink, switch, yellow. Trouble, 38. Ready.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Opposite, read. Blaster, 6. Check white.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at the 31-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They look to throw. It's Locke. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Not a lot of targets for Eskridge as a rookie, and you just know they'd love to get him the ball more in his second year and help him unlock the potential they saw as a speedy second-round pick. One of those targets there turns into a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Block off a play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Block now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yellow, line. White. 62 blaster. Drill green.
On play action, Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because Their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Locke going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving
Concentrate
around
on the game, man.
and
Focus.
Incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot. 17. Set.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
5, 97.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On the ready.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And a big turnover there.
Free young thud.
Get the football back. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the
I know it looked so good, huh? I know.
See that mistake, partner, because this is still one possession.
My guy voted.
And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover.
Where the vid at?
Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
Your ass butt. Your ass clot.
But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tell him share his audio.
They fake the hand.
Or I'm booting him.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Locke. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Where is Geno Smith? And why you ignoring me? No, Geno.
And they're going to get this down near.
Wow, he responded.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm famous now.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Come on.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Smith, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Lance looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the foot.
Yes, you are.
As the second half is underway. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more. First half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's complete to John Ross. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Red, cycle.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Set, hut.
To throw, it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Here we go.
So after the
go.
sack, here's 2nd and 14. Lance now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as
I told you use the rest of your team. You ain't getting no more this game. Nothing.
Interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw it is Locke. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Locke going to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Locke to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Locke fighting Metcalf for the Seattle first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 44, Locke. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Free young thug. No Geno. Ooh, wow, he responded. I'm famous now. Yes, you are.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are right back in this football game. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, 49ers! Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Lock. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And once again, it's Eskridge. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Gold to add the extra point.
That shit wouldn't let me audible, man. You got that one.
The PAT good.
Take
It
that
was drawn
shit.
closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go
At their 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
I'm not milking the clock. I'm pressing it as soon as it come out. I'm not milking the clock.
That's what you got to focus in on.
I'm just running it.
That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now we've got whistles and movement up front.
I hate that shit. I'm trying to audible. They call me a fucking penalty. Come on, man. This game giving it to you. It is giving it to you. Oh.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Block now to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You should have known that was coming.
First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A lot going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to
burn him timeout.
Right
burn him motherfucking timeout.
San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I had to. They was giving you shit, man. Wait till I draft this fucking quarterback. That's the only thing I'm missing is a quarterback.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And going right back to Walker. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.